Everyone, let me ask you a simple question. It's an opinion. Do you think that the violence will stop in our lifetime? Depending on your answer, I believe it's yes. There are multiple reasons to it. So I'll start from that. You see, that we just assume that we humans are inherently animals. We have that superiority thing that we want to be superior to other person, and we want to be in a higher standard by default. But like when you consider that notion, of course, I mean, then it is biologically inherent to us. But I don't think so. We are much more intellect than animals. We are much more capable, and we just limit ourselves from the perception that we cannot go beyond that. We all can go beyond that. We humans are not dumb by any means. Of course, some people you consider might be dumb, they might be crazy. Just the reason is that they're brought up in a circumstances where they did not have much options. So I'm gonna start with a bit of history. That we typically assume the modern humans are 10,000 years old, but if you see animatically, like if you see the proper anatomy, then we are beyond 3,000 years old. So, like a lot of legit, a lot of things are in Africa where you saw that, and of course there was some ice age thing. People came from northern side and the southern sides to the Asian and African side. So uh, it's just easier to live there. And before that, we just assumed that there were a very good civilization. But the point is that we are a very, very long, very old beings with enough culture and history, which we still don't know. And it's okay to don't know. It's just better that there are people who are doing those researches. But the war and this thing primarily happens due to some culture. So to live in peace, there are two, three things which is happening. So we want government. It's not that we don't want government, because government provide us the security that if somebody, some things go wrong, then they'll take care of it. They have the control of the country. They can do development, and a lot of things happens due to the government only. It's similar with big corporation, but there are evil side of the government which kills people, which make their life sentence, and sometimes they make sense and sometimes they don't. Similar with big corporation, we like the feature that Google have or Apple have democratized this much things, and we can store our photos, we can search in Google, we can watch videos in YouTube like you are doing it now. We like this feature, but we also don't like the monopoly side of things, that if they increase the prices, we have no options, or there are very few options. So by ending it, I mean, by not believing in government fundamentally is a choice, is a valid choice, I would say. But these things still help us. Those things helped us in our development, helped us in a lot of things. So we need to minimize the things. So there should be a regulatory law. uh, I mean, I am writing a blog post, I'm going to be sharing more about it. But the fundamental reason I said that I'm optimistic about it, because it's just optimistic and wrong rather than pessimistic and right. Uh, then you are hopefully trying to solve it. And I don't necessarily think humans are inherently that bad. I've been to Vietnam and I saw the war remittance of US, what they did there. And these guys don't hold that much grudge against them. Even in Japan, they have almost, um, you know, it's not they forgot that whatever happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but uh, they don't have anything violent idea against them because they do to them, then I'm gonna do it to them. It's just that there are religion playing on that. There are mass manipulation using religion, using governance, and using this dogmatic culture of following the crowd, and whatever the crowd takes decision, you just comply with it. And I think I'm not saying that individualism is good or bad. It's just that people should have their own self intellect. Because currently, like in Japan, it's different. In Japan, in Thailand, most people you will see wants peace, wants and want to live in peace, want to be helpful, want to be good, and it's just so hot, man. I mean, you can just see me sweating. But the point is, in countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, uh, they are not that good. Most people either don't know or most people want are too selfish in general. But I think that can be solved. That can be solved by abundance. When uh, I mean, with abundance, people want more. I mean, that problem. That's not the problem. I mean, even if Elon Musk did not wanted more, he couldn't be a trillionaire, and more than a trillionaire, he couldn't have, you know, use satellite to provide internet. And if he did not, nobody in this generation would have, maybe. So individualism is needed. Oh shit, man. Yeah, it's so hot out there. It's like 45, 47 degrees Celsius. So uh, yeah, I still believe there is hope to it. Oh man, a lot of people are commenting on my Insta. Anyway, I think I'm gonna reply to those. But what I meant was that it is a solvable issue. I'm gonna write a blog post on the nature of government, how the corporation should be, and what about the criminals? I mean, if everyone become peaceful, then there will be a criminals who will be, doing bad thing, and we just assumed that this is gonna be it. But I don't think so. I'm not sure if you have been to Vipassana or something like that, but if you have been through, I'm pretty sure everybody can be sane. I think you have heard the story. The person who was supposed to get, 1,000 fingers by killing people, and on 999 number, it was supposed to be, when he completes his goal, he met Buddha, and uh, then Buddha was like so sympathetic towards him that a lot of suffering happened in his life, and he have faced many things, and then he told a lot of things and about impermanence of life, and then he understood, then he stopped that, and then again become helpful towards each other. He was traveling to a lot of places in his uh, in villages, and the people he killed, their families throwing shoes and everything at them, and he be like, of course he did bad things, and it's just impermanence, everything is impermanent. And I think it's not a very big problem. These things can be solved, and it's just we just need to be hopeful, and we just need to be aware, and we need to take decision and stance on it to be good and to spread good. And I'm gonna be writing a technical paper. It's what I'm even saying is a very top of the funnel. It's like very top of the funnel. I'm not using any terms or everything, but yeah, hopefully when I complete my loop project, maybe I was writing a lot of codes using AI, of course. At this point, I don't code. When I complete the project, I'm also thinking to starting another company, an agency actually. When those side of things will be done, I need to take my time for a few weeks to write that, because I just don't want this to be an AI writing sort of. I need to be fundamentally understand and start with actionable steps on what you could have been. You can also read the blog post by the founder of Ethereum. Uh, I think the power structure or something like that. He published it in December 2025. It was a good read. You can maybe see that. Uh, and I'm just gonna be creating a more optimistic version. I mean, technically, I also don't believe in government side of thing. I'm anarchist, basically, who don't uh, support the idea of a person who is controlling a lot of people. I mean, that just gives him an unfair advantage, and he can be using it for a lot of things. So, it depend on me what I want to do. If I want to do drugs or not. I mean, I don't do drugs. I love drugs, but that's the point. I don't like that idea, but that does not necessarily mean it's bad. It's really good if we use it perfectly. So maybe a more logical approach and a 3 4 ways if things go in different way. And yeah, AI is also coming. And yep, hopefully I'm gonna see you guys soon.